Hello and welcome to Hixxy Studio. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a movie themed Father's Day card. It doesn't have to necessarily be a Father's Day card, but with it coming up soon, why not? It could be a birthday card. I'm going to be using the 3D Pushout. It's called Movie from Yvonne Creations Back in Time collection. You see I've got one that I've already made using the three guys in the movie seats. We got the popcorn stand, and so we're going to use this one. Now there is a die set that goes with it that I've used to cut out the embellishments. I've got it's got in a movie a camera on a tripod. It's got a ticket, a clapperboard, and then a large movie reel. So we're basically following this pretty much the same theme as these. So I've gone for like a popcorn container with the red and white stripes. The papers I've used are a digi paper, but if you don't have, you could make some red and white stripes, and if you don't have a popcorn kind of thing, just a yellow band would do. Before I move on, just to show you that there are 4 different sets of pushouts in this collection. So if they're not into the movies, then we've got one called Picture, we've got one called Music, and then one which is Party, which could be a birthday as well. So yeah, I have got videos for each of the sets on the channel, so have a look. And there are other die sets that link with them too. So for the sentiment, I am using Karen Burniston's Happy Father's Day die. Now, I'm not going to make up one of these. Have a look on some of my other videos where I've used 3D push-ups for different collections. They are basically a decoupage weight paper. You pop the parts out. I tend to put them on face down on a mouse mat and rub them with a ball tool. And I use 3D glue gel, but you can use foam pads. There's 3 images to a sheet, and each image, the numbers are there to know which order to put them in, but also the numbers are color coded. So all the green numbers are to do with this image, the red for this one, and the sort of orange ones for this. So it's kind of helps you all the way. So let's have a look at the card. How I made the card. So I've used a piece of basic A4. This is the length of A4, cut to 6 inches, and then scored in half. And then I measured in 1 inch from each edge and cut down the diagonal to make the popcorn shape. And as I was cutting this, I also put a strip of card on top of it across as I was putting it through the trimmer, so that I got that exactly the same as well. Now, the paper, my red and white striped paper is very, very bright, and that would it's too bright for a background. So all I've done is I've cut it down to fit, and I've put a piece of vellum over the top, which sort of makes it go into the background and be a background, as opposed to being quite sort of bright and in your face. Okay, so I'm going to stick this on. Ooh. Ooh. Fiddle it around. That kind of gives it the oh, I'm not doing this very well at all. Really, I'm not doing this very well. Bear with me, sorry. I think what's playing with my head is the vertical stripes, and I'm trying to get them down, do the thing down a diagonal, messing with my head. And then this is going to go over the top. And like I said, if you don't have paper or a digi paper like this, then just a yellow strip, but a lighter yellow one that sort of again fades into the background. So this is my image for this time, so it's still going to sit down there, but because it's kind of brown, I've cut out a red circle for it to go on, so that what that does, it then brings out the red from the hat and the bow tie and the trousers, and you focus on that rather than the brown of the background, which is what we want. Okay, I already have from the Karen Burniston, I have one matte and one of the sentiments cut, but I need to cut some more. And I also already got one set of the all of the movie dies cut. But I need another set, so we're gonna sort out our die cutting. Now let's put those to the side. So I need. Now I've already cut these out of silver mirror card, and now I'm cutting it out of either, you might call it matte mirror card or you might call it satin card. You can get packs, Crafter's Companion do them, where you've got the the satin, the satin, the mirror and the glitter card. I've got hiccups now. Sorry. So yeah, so have a look for that, because then at least it tones in. We need to cut all 4 of those on the satin matte mirror card. So I'm just going to stick them all down on in a line, and then I'm going to trim that off because we don't need it all. Make sure that's the right way around. Now I cut it out in the in mirror card as well, because we're going to do some snipping in and layering them up to make them a little bit more interesting. That, and then I need both a matte and a sentiment cut in the red. A bit more tape. Again, once I've got the tape on, I shall cut this down. What's best on my cutting mat. Okay. You see my cutting mats all over the place at the minute, so who knows whether this is going to cut well or not, but we shall see. Oh, shedding my hair all over the mat as well. I have, I'll leave that in. Now I've got a couple of card shims. Should be fine going through. I'm definitely losing my hair. Right. Turn that way, and we'll check that everything has been cut. I think so. That little bit there. Not quite, but it will do. That's the backing. Because this is a coated card, it obviously has the coating and the back to cut out, but we'll be fine. Right. Let's get all our bits and pieces out. So the clapperboard's already fallen out, which is fine. This back. And you can see the nice sort of embossing. Now it doesn't matter too much whether we've got the embossing on these ones, because we're kind of going to be sticking things on top of this, so it's not too big of a deal if it's not. Put that one in, and then we've got the tickets already fallen off. And what else do we have? We have the camera. Now the legs of the tripod on this camera are quite thin, so just be. Oh, okay, that didn't quite cut. There we go. They're quite thin, so just be a little bit careful when you take that out the die. So there's our 4 bits of the the sort of the movie props, if you like, that we're going to use. And then I need those. And then the other mat for the sentiment. And the other sentiment. Oh. So you can see I've got bits of silver. I obviously didn't clean the dye out well enough. Hopefully the rest of it will have cut okay. Sometimes when you leave little bits in the wrong place, it means the pressure will not be quite right in other places. So it's not cut particularly well because it had a bit of silver there. It needs to come out. Oh, okay, that bit wasn't quite off. Oh, come on. And there. Right, that is no reflection on the dye, that is just a reflection on the plate being a little warped. So having some of these little blind spots or dead spots where the pressure just isn't as much. Okay, so let's get rid of all the rubbishy bits that we don't need. We can start to put some things together. Okay, I'm going to start by doing the sentiment. So I've cut two of the sentiments, one in red and one in silver, and two of the background mounts, one in red and one in the popcorn paper. So I'm going to stick this on here, and then I'm going to stick this one on the top. So I'm going to get my tweezers, and I need my fine tip glue. Now this little bit here is the apostrophe, so you can see it here. It's the apostrophe for the fathers. So when you come to stick it, you need to make sure it's in the right position. Oh, come on, don't stop in the middle there. It's not what we need. Let's come up. I'm going to give it a little bit of glue underneath. So round, 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 round. Okay, so we're going to drop shadow it, so this one needs to come a little bit up and a little bit to the left so that we see the shadow underneath and to the right. Ooh, yes, it's decided to do its own thing there. Okay, and then we need some glue on the back of that. Ooh. Glue on the back of that. See, there's another little bit of the silver that hasn't popped out there. But it doesn't want to come out. There. Come on. You want to go. Right, so get some glue on the back of this. And then we could put this onto the mat. It's a lot easier to see where you're putting glue when the card is a darker colour. You're putting it onto something that's very white or light. To see, particularly as this is such a fine line of glue. You've actually got it on there. Right, I've got hold of that. Okay, so I'm going to stick that on there. Right, so our sentiment is ready to go on our card. Let's stick this on the circle. Oh, and you've got glue over there, like so. And I can push down because I made this with 3D glue gel, so it's already dried. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some snipping in to these. I was going to snip into the mirror card ones, and we're going to use the matte mirror as the base. So I need my small scissors. There they are. Now, one thing I have already done, if I show you go over, I have already cut. I've used my craft knife in these little bits and cut them out. It's a bit fiddly and takes a little bit of time, so I've already kind of gone ahead and done those. So what I'm going to do now is I'm cutting off the reels, and I'm going to put the glue on this one as opposed to trying to put it on that one. So I'm going to put the glue around the edge in the middle, and then this will then sit on there. And because I've cut those bits out with my craft knife, I can now see the matte mirror card through. And we also want the part here. Again, going to put glue on there. Oops. And I'm also going to put the tripod. We're going to put the tripod on as well. Again, glue onto this part. This on. And make sure that the legs go on top. Okay, so there is my camera. What else do we need? We don't need that because finished with. Okay, so I'm going to use my scissors. So this is basically what I did on the small one, but I did it with a craft knife because it's a lot more fiddly. So I can see the embossed part, and that's the bit I'm cutting away. And at the moment I'm only doing one side because I find it easier to cut in on this side and then turn it over, and then basically still doing the same, effectively the same side. It isn't the same side, but in terms of the way I'm using my scissors, it's the same thing. And then those will pop out. Okay, and then this will sit over the top. So again, I'm going to put the glue onto this part. And just trying to remember which bit. It's this bit I need. Glue on the middle, and there, and there, and there, and there. And this part then sits over the top like that for our film reel. And then these two bits are a lot easier. They're we just cut this inner part of the ticket. Use our bigger glue for this one. And that's just going to sit in there. The point of this is just to make it look a little more interesting than just one sort of flat colour. And then for the clapperboard, I'm just going to cut that. And then glue along there. And glue along there. Like so. Right, so those are all our bits. Now it's just a case of assembling our cards. Now, slightly different shape, but we can pretty much get away with the same. Oops. Needs a little bit longer to dry. Obviously, mirror card is a little bit slippery, so just need to make sure that we give it time to dry, which I didn't. Now, I am going to use 3D glue gel with this because I might want to tuck. I know I want to tuck, especially that one, some of the things under. And if I put the other glue on and it's stuck, then I've got no wiggle room with it if I want to lift it to tuck something like this underneath, which I am going to. So I'm also going to use the 3D glue on here, and then I can just tuck that under like that. And then I'm going to put some 3D glue gel on here and here. But I am going to put some, I need a bit more glue under there by the look of it. Some glue, some of this glue on these little bits just to make sure that it all sticks. And I just realised I'm going to need to stick this down first. So no worries, we'll just get a little bit of 3D glue gel there. And then I think I might do that so that can sit one bit like that maybe. No, that look a bit weird. It'll look a bit weird to have it go down in there. Oh, it will. Let's do that. Stick that there. And push it down in a minute, and then this sky. Oh, that's a point. Let's put our sentiment on before I fiddle with anything else. We've got room for that, so that's going to go there. So the clapperboard. Maybe we'll have the. Oh, I don't know now. Don't know. Need to move that over, I think, is what we need to do. And then the clapperboard there. Yeah, that's better. Right, let's push that down now. And put some. Oh, I can see I've got splodge of glue. Just gonna grab a. It's because I moved the projector one. It's not a projector, sorry, it's a camera. And then this one can go on there. Okie dokie. Right, just over that. So what we've done then is we've made Father's Day card using the movie Pushouts from Yvonne Creations Back in Time, along with the movie set of dies that tie in beautifully. And for our sentiment, I've used the Karen Burniston Happy Father's Day. For more Father's Day cards, have a look on the channel. For more things using this Back in Time collection, also there's plenty more on the channel. So hopefully something will inspire you and you'll get creating. Thank you for joining me.